Breaking news, the University of Wisconsin regents are about to vote again on a deal with Republican lawmakers to secure critical funding.
Also, Kevin McAllister went grocery shopping in the movie Home Alone, but how much would that cost him in today's economy?
And we're following a class of middle schoolers who got a lesson in community service. You're watching News 3 now at 5. We do have breaking news. The UW Board of Regents is meeting right now to vote again on the deal with state lawmakers to greenlight funding for the school system in exchange for a freeze on diversity, equity, and inclusion positions.
Our Will Keneally is live at Van Hise Hall, where the board is convening at this hour. Will?
So, yeah, we're expecting them to take up a meeting in just a few minutes here, just right down this corridor, for the second vote for a major university funding proposal. So what's at stake for this would be significant raises for university staff, and also building improvements. I think on the UW Madison campus, for example, a new engineering building. So why we're here, this proposal actually got voted down over the weekend during a Saturday meeting by a narrow 9-8 vote. What the regents said during that Saturday meeting was it was too high a trade-off. What they would have had to do on their end is freeze diversity, equity, and inclusion positions for the next 3 years and take a third of those current staffers and allocate them to separate work. They said that that was too high a cost to pay, voted down this proposal. We do think, though, because that was such a narrow vote, that in the days since, one of those regents has flipped, and she will end up supporting this vote tonight. So we're expecting this theoretically to pass. We've also heard from the state superintendent of public instruction, Jill Underly, who's actually out of the country right now, also sits on this Board of Regents here. She's asking them to postpone this vote tonight so that she can participate and have a longer discussion. So we'll see. A lot of things still up in the air, a lot of things still at stake right now as we are waiting for the regents to kick off their meeting. But for now, reporting from the UW-Madison campus, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thanks. We'll keep people posted on what happens there. Let's get a look at your first one forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is out on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, sunshine today, got temperatures a little bit above normal, and that will be the trend probably all the way through the Christmas holiday. As we look at visible cloud track, we had bright sunshine today, some clouds in northeastern Wisconsin, just a few clouds passing through the afternoon, and that was about it. Doppler track, other than a few snow flurries on the other side of Lake Michigan for a time this afternoon, there's really nothing out there. Low temperatures this morning on the chilly side here in Madison. We dropped to 14 degrees, so it was a cold night. Temperature stayed in the 20s closer to Lake Michigan, but right now temperatures are in the upper 30s, and in fact out to the west, still 40 in Boscobel, 41 in Prairie du Chien. Here in Dane County, we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, including 37 in Mount Horeb, 37 in Stoughton, and 37 in Sun Prairie. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures will drop off to about 29 by late evening, and then they'll probably hold steady overnight, and that will lead to an even milder day tomorrow. I'll have more on that in the forecast and any prospects for rain or snow before Christmas. Just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Today at the White House, President Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with family members of 8 Israeli-American hostages being held by Hamas. After the private meeting, family members talked to the media outside of the White House. Without going into much detail, they did say they feel confident the White House is doing everything it can to bring the American hostages home.
I think we all came away feeling that as families of hostages, of American-Israeli hostages, which are 8 out of a total of 138 hostages, we felt that, and we felt before, and we were only reinforced in seeing and believing that we could have no better friend in Washington or in the White House than President Biden himself and his administration.
This comes as the FBI and DHS issued a joint statement saying the ongoing war in Gaza could inspire lone actor violence on U.S. soil during the holiday season.
Well, the Supreme Court is taking up its first case on abortion since the overturn of Roe v. Wade. The case concerns the drug mifepristone, which, coupled with another drug, is one of the most common abortion methods in the U.S. The justices are considering whether to restrict the drug nationwide. The FDA ruled mifepristone safe and effective more than 2 decades ago. The drug is available as a legal battle plays out. The new case could be decided by July. Now to Arizona, where the fight to get a safe and legal abortion continues. The state Supreme Court there began hearing arguments in a case that could reimpose an abortion law from nearly 160 years ago.
It would ban almost all abortions there, with exceptions only to protect the woman's life or health. Janet Shamlian has more on this case.
I'm happy to walk through with the court how all these laws fit together.
Anti-abortion advocates opened arguments in front of Arizona's Supreme Court Tuesday, hoping to reinstate an 1864 law, a near-total abortion ban in the state, without exceptions for rape or incest. The point of contention, whether that Civil War-era law should supersede a less strict 15-week ban, signed last year by then-Governor Doug Ducey, a Republican. Democrat Chris Mays is the Arizona Attorney General.
This specific case is about the need to ensure that women aren't saddled with an 1864 law that was passed before Arizona was a state, before women had the right to vote.
The Arizona case came a day after the Texas Supreme Court denied Kate Cox's request for a medical exception to its near-total abortion ban, even though her fetus had a likely fatal genetic condition. Her lawyers said carrying it to term could have hurt her chances for pregnancy in the future. Cox ultimately left Texas to get the procedure.
What we're seeing in states throughout the country is that laws that have an exception for the life and health of the mother are extremely problematic for providers.
CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
And it forces women to go to court to ask if their doctor's advice can be followed and if they can obtain an abortion.
Janet Shamlian, CBS News.
At the state capitol this morning, lawmakers proposed a pair of bills that would enshrine marriage equality in our Wisconsin Constitution. The LGBTQ+ caucus introduced the plans this morning. The first proposal would remove language in the state constitution that defines marriage as only between a man and woman. The second would make technical updates to the law to ensure that same-sex and different-sex couples are treated equally.
This issue is personal to me. When I first met my now husband, Philip, in 2017, marriage equality was already the law of the land. We were married in September of 2019, but the laws on the books here in Wisconsin still don't recognize our marriage, which is only recognized because of the U.S. Supreme Court opinion in Obergefell and now the Federal Respect for Marriage Act. That's why I'm proud to be the lead Senate author of this proposal.
The proposal would also make adoption laws in Wisconsin inclusive to same-sex parents. That would ultimately reduce legal fees for LGBTQ+ couples.
A new law says Wisconsin drivers can add emergency contact information when signing up for or renewing a driver's license. Law enforcement officials say the information will help police reach families faster when they're responding to accidents. Wisconsin drivers will have the option to add emergency contact info. The law takes effect in 6 months.
A viral video showing the grocery shopping scene in the classic movie Home Alone shows a lot has changed, of course, since 1990, but especially so at the grocery store.
Our Catherine Merck put the trend to the test in our area.
Holiday memories are supposed to be priceless, but because of inflation, the cost of your holiday meal might be more expensive this season. Take it from Kevin McAllister. It's been 33 years since the young boy in Home Alone made his way to the grocery store for a short list of household supplies after being left behind by his family.
1983. Okay. It was quite a long time ago, Home Alone. You know, things have changed.
Going to the grocery store looks a lot different for everybody's wallets compared to the trips in 1990.
It's just overwhelming to kind of go in. It's like pick and choose what you really want.
I went to a grocery store in the Madison area to get the same items Kevin McAllister purchased in the classic film. The haul included Tide detergent, a Stouffer's frozen dinner, Kraft mac and cheese, a loaf of bread, toilet paper, dryer sheets, half a gallon of milk, orange juice, and saran wrap.
$44.50.
My total came to nearly $45.
Almost 45? I believe it. I do. I believe it. It's crazy.
It's the reality that we live with, that prices go up.
Despite these high prices, in both the movie and in real life.
Hold on, I got a coupon for that. It was in the paper this morning.
Some people won't sell themselves short on their holiday shopping this year.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It is. I would rather buy my kids a present for Christmas than groceries. Yeah. So I cut back on groceries and buy presents.
What is clear about this viral finding, depending on Kevin McAllister's allowance, it might have been difficult for him to get everything he needed in 2023. Reporting in Verona, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Well, Madison has a brand new space to do some grocery shopping thanks to a project 5 years in the making. Whole Foods opens its new location today. The store has been on University Avenue since back in 1996. It moved down several blocks, now closer to Hilldale Shopping Center. The store will feature about 700 local items from the Midwest. Shoppers can expect some new additions as well, like a coffee bar, an expanded prepared food section, and a much larger produce selection.
When they walk through the front door, there's just going to be a lot of colors, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. There'll be a lot of sampling going on. The store here is much brighter. There's more parking too, and you'll just be able to feel the energy and excitement.
And there will be an extra 150 parking spaces at this new location, including underground and covered parking. If you're headed to the grand opening, you can expect live music, local samples, free coffee, and gift cards. Plus, the first 300 customers in line will receive a limited edition tote bag. Holiday spirit spread in Lake Mills today as local middle schoolers spent the day helping some senior citizens.
Our Maddie Heimsch went along to find out how they learned from one another.
The Lake Mills school resource officer told me she wanted to give the students a lesson in citizenship. And what better way than to talk to some of the community's most knowledgeable residents. The 7th graders helped residents at a senior living facility decorate for the holidays and invited them to play games, share stories, and answer some pressing questions.
Did you like skating a lot? What'd you do for a job? If you could go back in time, what would you say to your younger self?
Middle school health teacher Alexa Helverson said interpersonal skills are some of the most important lessons for her students right now.
We decided this year that we were going to end with a big community service project to give back to our community. Let the kids choose, and they wanted to push in and help at a local nursing home to help spread some holiday cheer.
When they weren't chatting, the students scrubbed baseboards, helped clean apartments, and even took care of some residents' pets. In Lake Mills, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
After the break, we'll get a look at your complete firstborn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
And the World Climate Summit has made a long-term plan to fight climate change. We'll have the details next at 5.
And the Fed holding interest rates steady feeds a 512-point jump for the Dow as it closes again at a record high. The Nasdaq up more than 200. S&P 500 gains 63. We'll be right back.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Embrace the season of giving at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless home office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat, or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $7,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Coming up on News 3 Now, after a newborn was found buried in Whitewater a few months ago, a new law was born. We examine the impact of Wisconsin's new baby boxes.
Then we have the latest on the controversial UW funding deal. That's tonight at 6.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Delegates at the World Climate Summit have agreed on a long-term goal to give up fossil fuels that cause climate change.
This is the first time fossil fuels has ever been mentioned in an international climate agreement. Tina Kraus has more.
It is so decided.
Nearly 200 nations have approved a first-ever call for the world to transition away from planet-warming fossil fuels.
This is the fastest, simplest, easiest, quickest, cheapest way to be able to make the gains we need to make to reduce the threat to the planet.
Climate negotiators struck the deal in Dubai after 13 days of hard-fought talks in a country built on oil wealth. Scientists say emissions from oil, gas, and coal are the main driver of climate change. The U.S. is the second largest emitter after China.
This has the potential to be the beginning of a new era, the post-fossil era.
The agreement aims to triple the amount of renewable energy sources by 2030 while relying less on fossil fuels, substantially reduce methane emissions, another potent greenhouse gas this decade, and achieve net zero carbon emissions globally by mid-century.
This text is not enough.
Climate activists, along with many countries, including the U.S., argued for tougher language to completely phase out fossil fuels.
But we know this was a compromise between many parties.
Scientists say breaking away from fossil fuels is the last best hope to stave off a climate catastrophe. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
European researchers declared this year the hottest year recorded on Earth.
Time now to get a look at your First Warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Kinalty joins us. Gary?
And it's mild here. We've had a mild winter so far. Tonight, skies will be clear, and that's actually good news because we have the Geminid meteor shower. If you look to the northeast tonight, it'll peak actually during the day tomorrow. So anytime from tonight through probably tomorrow evening, have a pretty good chance of seeing a fair amount of shooting stars. Some places might see up to 120 per hour, but again, that peak will be for people on the other side of the world because it'll be like about midday tomorrow when it actually reaches its peak. But we'll watch between midnight and 2 a.m. for probably the best viewing around here. And as you can see, there's not much in the way of cloud cover here, just a few passing clouds, but even those are clearing out. So we should see mostly clear skies for tonight. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. First thing, very mild weather for tomorrow. High temperatures could be up close to 50 degrees, and we'll see above normal temperatures all the way through Christmas. As far as rain, later Friday night into Saturday, some rain showers, perhaps mix a little snow, mainly north of Madison now because temperatures will be on the mild side, and they'll be dry from Sunday through Thursday of next week, maybe a slight chance for a shower Friday. And then there are some signs that a weather system around Christmas Eve and Christmas Day could bring us the potential for some rain showers, maybe mixing with snow Christmas Eve night into Christmas Day. But high temperatures over the next 10 days, the average high temperature is right around freezing, and we're going to be about 10 to 15 degrees above that every single day. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, almost the same picture every single day. We're showing above normal temperatures, the highest probabilities, 90% or greater in this part of the country, below normal precipitation to the east and northwest of us, above normal precipitation in the southern part of the United States. So what does this mean for Christmas? Here's our first look at that. And I'm thinking on Christmas Eve, we'll see mainly rain showers. It'll be breezy with southeasterly winds. That'll keep our high temperature up at 43. Now later on Christmas Eve night into Christmas Day, we could see a mixture of rain and snow showers. Christmas Day's high 39 with maybe falling temperatures in the afternoon. It'll be breezy and colder as the winds shift around to the west, but we'll have to see how that actually works out. That's still a ways down the road, but if you go to channel3000.com and take a look at our text forecast, you'll see it in a little more detail through Christmas. Planning your night, mostly clear skies, those temperatures staying nearly steady, right around 30 degrees, give or take a degree or two. And then as we head into tomorrow morning, temperatures will start out right around the 30-degree mark. As we plan your night across Dane County, look for a low of 29 Belleville, 29 in Mount Horeb, and 28 in Sun Prairie. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low of 27 in Lone Rock, 30 in Baraboo, and 28 in Camp Douglas. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, even milder. High temperature up to 49 degrees. And as we look at our first warn 7 to 10 day forecast, mid-40s on Friday. Showers probably holding off until after midnight Friday night into Saturday. Saturday, not quite as mild, the high of 41. And again, there could be a little bit of snow mixed in north of Madison, but not much, if anything, and nothing that would stick to the ground. And then high temperatures at or above 40. All of next week, dry through Thursday, a slight chance of a shower Friday, and maybe a chance of showers Saturday with a mixture of rain and snow Saturday night. As we look at first warn traffic, West Mountain Beltline not looking very good. We have an accident right around Todd Drive, also one earlier around Rimrock Road. We're seeing very slow conditions. The Beltline from around around Fish Hatchery Road all the way back to Stoughton Road, very slow. Eastbound Beltline not as bad, but take a look at the travel time on the westbound Beltline. 53 minutes from I-3990 to University Avenue. Eastbound Beltline also pretty slow, 23-minute trip there. Inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown is 18 minutes. Outbound, that same trip is 20 minutes. It's 17 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and I-3990 to Janesville, no problems there. A 25-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. When we come back, a popular toy is taken off the shelves of major retailers. Next at 5, what to keep off your Christmas list and out of the hands of your kids.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The highest art is beautiful, timeless, inspired by the divine. Shen Yun. Coming to Milwaukee and Madison, February 3rd through the 11th.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Memories matter. This bend on Cox Hollow Lake was one of Dad's favorite fishing holes. Crest Funeral and Cremation Service helped us make sure he's never forgotten. Making it personal. It's how you heal. We are Crest. We truly believe your memories matter.
Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Welcome to the season of joyful anticipation, treasured moments, and warm laughter. This year, make it extra special with a gift that brings joy for a lifetime. Show your love by contributing to your child or grandchild's EdVest 529 College Savings Plan at edvest.com/gift. To learn more about Wisconsin's EdVest 529 College Savings Plan, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the plan description at edvest.com.
The highest art is beautiful, timeless, inspired by the divine. Shen Yun. Coming to Milwaukee and Madison, February 3rd through the 11th.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Amazon, Target, and Walmart announced they'll no longer sell water beads after a federal watchdog said the popular toys pose a threat to young children. Back in September, more than 50,000 Chuckle and Roar Ultimate Water Beads activity kits were recalled after a 10-month-old child died from swallowing one of the beads. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says if ingested, the toys can cause life-threatening intestinal blockages and other injuries. Alyssa Byer's son James inhaled a stray water bead last summer when he was just 18 months old, which obstructed his left lung.
We brought these products into our home thinking that they were safe, thinking that they were educational, thinking that they were a great sensory toy. Who would have thought they would get aspirated into a lung, and grow?
The Consumer Product Safety Commission says over 7,000 visits to emergency rooms from 2016 to 2022 were related to these water bead incidents.
Tesla is recalling nearly 2 million cars to limit the use of its autopilot feature. This comes after a review of nearly 1,000 crashes where the feature was engaged. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the company agreed to an over-the-air software update. The update would limit the auto steer feature if a driver repeatedly fails to demonstrate that they are ready to resume control of the car while the feature is on. Tesla says it will mail letters to owners notifying them of the change.
TikTok just became the first app that isn't a mobile game to generate $10 billion in global consumer spending. It's expected to become the highest earning app ever. The spending comes from TikTok's in-app purchases of coins, which can be used to buy gifts for influencers on the platform. The gifts reward creators for their content and can be cashed out, with TikTok retaining 50% of the payout.
We'll get a final check of your First Warn forecast when we come back.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
A good day starts with a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at $52 per month with Steinhoffels 60-month financing. And get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Steinhoffels, your mattress destination. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR Championship with 12% off everything till Christmas. Add recessed lighting to your home with dimmable 6-inch ultra-thin wafer downlights from Juno. They're easy to install, just $17.59 after 12% off. Keep your entire home tidy with our great selection of Liebman cleaning supplies. Receive a $10 instant savings on any qualifying purchase of $30 or more on all Liebman products.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's providing guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side, helping with the important decisions. Not just for your medical care, but for your family's peace of mind. The Lawton Cates team combines experience and genuine compassion because we know how much is at stake. And we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. At Lawton Cates, your life counts. Call today for a free consultation.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
We've got a lot of news coming up. We look at declining mental health among teens and why the U.S. Surgeon General tells us he's recommending now that schools limit students' cell phone use. That and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
And then coming up tonight at 6, details on the new boxes where parents can anonymously surrender a newborn child at fire stations, hospitals, or police stations. We'll have that and more ahead in the next half hour.
Today is pop icon Taylor Swift's 34th birthday, and to celebrate, you can now stream her movie Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour. The blockbuster, which just snagged a Golden Globe nomination, has 3 bonus songs. U.S.
and Canadian fans can watch the film for $19, a number all Swifties are familiar with. It is the title to one of her most popular studio albums and her birth year. Oh, I forgot the...
1989.
1989, right.
Hard to believe that's 34 if you were born in 89,
right.
Isn't it?
My film would be even cheaper if you go by your year.
$19 and what, 61 cents?
Well, maybe $5.
1905?
Yeah, something like that.
Gary's back's got a final check of the forecast. Staying calm out there.
Yeah, temperatures were mild today. Cools down at night, but there's the live view. Clear skies here in Madison. Of course, the geminid meteor shower could be seen tonight. 38 right now in Madison. Still 40 in Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. Most other areas are in the 30s here in Dane County. 37 degrees in Edgerton, 36 in Belleville, and 39 in Wanakee. Look for mostly clear skies. Temperatures will drop off to about 29 degrees by late evening, then probably just hold steady overnight. Give us a good head start on a 40, almost a 50-degree high for tomorrow.
Wow, unreal. All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.